90% of golfers make at least one of these gripping mistakes right here. Think of the grip as the steering wheel to your shot, and it has a lot to do with the power too. Get it wrong, it's fatal. Let's start with this position though, and no one even thinks about this. Start here. And it sounds crazy, but gripping the golf club from the wrong starting position. What's this got to do with how we grip it? Well, really, really important. One of the mistakes that I see is we have the shaft angle too upright, we're then stood too upright to it, and all this club can do is now fall into the palm. If you try and get that in the fingers from that starting position, it really feels awkward. You feel that you've got to compromise your elbow. I mean, look at that there. That looks so awkward, doesn't it? It's so much more comfortable to get it in the palm. But if you get it in the palm, face is more likely to be open at impact, and the power drops significantly. Like significantly. So the first big mistake is starting from the wrong shaft position and body position. So really nice and easy. This is a quick fix. Look, if I put the club on the ground, I'll put the ball in a second, where does the club automatically fall? Look at that. Straight away into the fingers. Into the fingers. I can't get in the palm there. It's really awkward to do. So work to that narrative. Let me get that golf ball teed back up. This is what I recommend to you, okay? Put the club really low, around knee height, okay? Put it in the fingers. Get your finger grip and then higher the club up so it's pointing somewhere around your belt buckle. Dead easy. That's the fix to stop it being in the palm. Start low. You automatically get in the fingers. Boom. Absolutely sorted. Fix number one. Number two on our list, and a lot of people do this when they think they're trying to get the right golf grip. Let me repeat that. A lot of golfers do this when they're trying to get the right golf grip. It's to do with this right hand and then how it sort of knocks the elbow out of position. I've got the big ball in play just because it makes it so much easier to explain. So let's take our grip, left hand. We're saying that's fine at the minute. We're saying that's absolutely nailed down. When we all work towards getting this crease to sort of somewhere here, we get our right hand and then our elbow too much on top. I mean, look at this position right here. The first thing that you're going to see is less rotation through the golf ball, so more likely face to be open. I mean, if you look at that there, and our big ball, which way would it start to create spin? It'd start to create left to right spin across. But also, no one even thinks about this bit. From this starting position, I almost like pull the club away. It encourages this flying elbow. It encourages a collapse of your left because it can't support. And think about this, right? Come and look closely. You didn't even think about this. Right hand two on top. I make a backswing. Can you see how my right hand's falling off the club? No one ever thinks about that. No one ever thinks about that. So if you see a re-gripping and a flying elbow, it's probably to do with you trying to get your grip right, but actually being wrong. So the fix, really easy. Give blood. Keep the elbow and this bit here, this creased bit here. Keep it pointing up like you're giving blood. All you've got to do is rotate the hand over. Rotate the hand over. That's us there. Now look at the difference, right? That's where I want to be. That's where you were. That's where I want to be. That's where you were. Give blood, palm over. Now look at the difference of how I can control this golf club. It looks a lot tidier. My hands stay on the golf club. It's an easy fix once you know how. Right, I've got to say this though. This last one's key because it's a silent killer. A silent killer. If you slice it, it's a silent killer, this. Really strong with both hands. Look at that there. Look at that there. Now, if you slice the golf ball, even possibly your pro has told you to go super strong. Because it's a tricky one, this. This can cause hook shots, but also, I think this, right, there's a bit of a tipping point where if you go super, super strong, so let me sort of clarify that, look at my grip here. This is what I classify as a strong grip, 2.5 to 3. But when you're all the way over like this, where I can see from your perspective there, all these knuckles, and my right palm's pointing to the sky, comes a point where actually in the backswing, we end up being very, very cupped. Because look there, look how much cupping I've got at the start. If I was to get rid of that, I'm going to be so closed. And actually there's a lot of movement from the starting position there all the way to there. I don't tend to see that too often. What I tend to see is if we go full circle and we try and go super strong to fix our slice, actually it makes our slice worse because we end up being seriously cupped on the top of the backswing. Then we have no control on the way down. We end up standing up, chicken winging, because our wrist, our club head, and then our elbow and our shoulder aren't communicating in the right way. I can't believe how many times I see that. Then I say to all my students, we've got to make your grip weaker for you to hit it straighter. They're like, but I slice it. And then I explain, like, look, right, this is why. Let's get the big ball in play again. It really does make so much sense. Right, really cupped. I'm now swinging down. My release then becomes this way. Look at my hand and my position, like this. Look at the club head. I've not even released it. It's almost like a cricket shot. It's like a, look at my elbow. Okay, right, flip that on its head. The fix is really, really easy. I'll show it you in a second. But get it right. Look how then now we can release it. Look at the difference in my elbow, just purely on how you're holding the golf club. Right, the fix is easy. Turn your golf club head round. That's how you grip it. Okay, because now this grip here is a little bit thin, you can't get it super strong. It sort of has to sit more here. Okay, that's what we want to see. Not that. That, not that. Now straight away, just make some one-handed swings to me. Just get that. Just stand here like that. Just getting a bit of rhythm, getting a bit of flow. Look at the release you can start to get. Look how the hands overtake the elbow. It's not driven from the elbow, okay? And then when you put your left hand on, just in general, I want you to sort of make it where this thumb is just, look at that line there. It's actually really key, this. Can you sort of see this line here that sort of would work all the way up? This section and this section. Your left thumb just touches the right hand side from the player cam perspective. Your right thumb just touches the left hand side from the player cam perspective. Really, really easy fix. Once you know how, that's how you have more control. Dead simple. Avoid those mistakes. Lower your scores. Thanks for watching.